Good afternoon and welcome to Koch Arena in Wichita. Today's Hy-Vee High School game of the week. It's the 2023 6A Boys State Basketball Championship, and we've got a rematch from last year as the 3-seed Blue Valley Northwest takes on the 1-seed and defending state champs of Wichita Heights. Hi everybody, Kevin White and Michael Watson, Dion Clisso's here as well for commentary and interviews. Remember the phrase, haven't we seen this movie before? We saw this last year, and Heights got up big. Northwest came back, but Wichita Heights ends up winning. What's Northwest have to do to win the championship today?
Well, when it's your senior year and your senior-laden team like Blue Valley Northwest, you're coming in here with one goal in mind, and that's to walk away with the championship. They have to make sure defensively they get after it and set the tone, push the ball, and play to their strengths.
Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile, and this guy is the point guard for Northwest, and he's just put up huge numbers here at the state tournament.
Well, this is my nephew right here. Grant Stubblefield averaging 27.5 points so far in this state tournament. He is the engine for the Huskies. If they're going to have an opportunity to win, he's going to have a big night tonight.
For the Falcons, this junior's been big. T.J. Williams.
Yeah, T.J. Williams, I mean, he can do it all. Nice left-handed stroke, inside out. Such a phenomenal athlete. You see his numbers so far in the state tournament. Can rebound the basketball from the guard position. Look for him and Grant Stubblefield to go at it all night long.
Heights and Northwest one more time for the big trophy in the state of Kansas. It's the 6A state championship game. Lineups and tip-off right after this. The national anthem performed by the Wichita Heights Pep Band. And we're in Wichita, Charles Koch Arena on the campus of Wichita State University for the 6A state championship for the year 2023. As they go through the formality of introducing all the folks that'll be taking part. Debbie Catsby, the athletic director there for Blue Valley Northwest. But this is a big deal. 6A Boys State Championship and a chance for redemption if you're Blue Valley Northwest, because you lost 61-54 last year to this team. And they got off to a horrible start. It was a 21-2 start for Wichita Heights. As we take a look at your Hy-Vee starting lineups, Grant Stubblefield has been the huge guy for Northwest. He is headed to Omaha to play college basketball, formerly known as UNO. He's a big fan of Chris Crutchfield, the head coach there, and he just went over 1,000 points for his career. And there is their head coach, and Elvis is still in the building. That jacket. I love it. It's purple. It's got his school colors, and that's his look. He always was wearing the blazer, no tie, his Air Jordans.
That's right.
And the slick back hair and beard. That is Aaron Eim in his second year, formerly of Ray South, coached 6 years. And he had a great run there. They won a state title. And now he's trying to win one on the Kansas side for the Huskies. And then there's the defending state champions. Had a great season, Michael, 22-2. They tied for first in the City League. And always tough in talking to their coach, Joe Auer, to repeat, as everybody's gunning for you as we take a look at the starting lineups. And Ziegler is back. He is a big-time player. He's a college-level player. T.J. Williams is how he goes. Timothy Williams has been their top scorer this year, 17 points and 7 rebounds, and leads the team in assists. We believe it'll be Chase Robinson getting the lone starting spot at the bottom there, as they've had an injury earlier in the state tournament. And the legendary coach Joe Auer, 28th year. He started in the mid-90s. He's won 6 state titles. Of course, everybody remembers the 4 years when Perry Ellis, the former Jayhawk, played for him, as they won 4 straight state titles. He also won a 5A state title in 2015. And of course, last year, 2022, he beat Blue Valley Northwest and got another state championship trophy there in the trophy case at Wichita Heights High School. They have beaten Junction City in the state quarterfinals, and then they beat Derby in the semifinals to advance to this championship game. For Blue Valley Northwest, the 3 seed, they've had a little tougher path. They beat some Kansas City schools. They beat Shawnee Mission Northwest from the Sunflower League 73-54. And then they had the backyard neighborhood grudge rivalry with Blue Valley North, and they came out on top 53-51. So they play for the state championship today. The third place boys game has been completed, and Derby got third place as they won by 1 point in overtime over Blue Valley North. Your officials, John Randall, Tony Evans, and Phil Lombardi. Home team, defending state champs in white. And the purple and black uniforms will be Blue Valley Northwest. Wilkins against Mattioni. 6'7" against 6'8". And it'll be the defending state champs with T.J. Williams to bring it across.
Northwestern traditionally will play a lot of man-to-man. So let's see how they come out here with Wichita Heights. Had a nice game last night against Derby, winning that one by 16. They're trying to repeat this season.
Here is the point guard, Ziegler, off the mark, and Grant Stubblefield the rebound and draws a backcourt foul. And one note on the starting lineup for Heights, it is Sejavius Bowen. So they've had 3 different starting lineups in all 3 of their state championship games. So Coach Allen decides to go with more height than Bowen at 6'3". Here's Fritz.
Nice.
And he buries the 3.
That's how you want to get the scoring started. Fritz stepping outside. No one picks him up, and that's what he likes to do. Able to knock that one down and put the Huskies up 3.
Jacob Fritz, not related to the former Blue Valley Northwest coach, Ed Fritz. His brother Ben played there, now plays at UCM in Warrensburg. And this is Bowen, and he's walking all over Sedgwick County. That'll be a turnover.
That was great defense by Brown that time on the perimeter, causing that turnover.
Blue Valley Northwest, winners of the Eastern Kansas League. Wichita Heights, we mentioned, tied for the City League title with Cape and Mount Carmel. Both these teams very strong in the conference season. Inside, Landon Brown, right-handed hook, you betcha.
That's a nice job by Landon Brown. Catching the ball down low, going through his strong side, able to get that hook shot to go.
He's looking to go to a mid-major school, Michael. I was told that UMKC is looking at him, and also UNO, where Grant Stubblefield is headed. He's really improved as a player, the little brother of Christian Brown, who plays in the NBA for the Nuggets, former Jayhawk. Ziegler, the drive, kick out. Can't get the 3 off. Now they'll attack with Wilkins, who banks it home.
Yeah, got that one to go off the glass. And Wichita Heights look kind of hesitant so far in this championship game. You know, they like to get up and down offensively. Let's see if they're able to push the tempo.
Malachi Wilkins is only a sophomore with huge upside. And he gets the Falcons on the board. Here's Stubblefield driving and drawing another foul. Stubblefield just went over the 1,000-point mark in his career.
We'll take a look right here. Nice feed. You see Brown down low, catches it deep, and a nice soft touch for the hook. And here's Wilkins right back for Heights to put them on the board.
Foul was on Alford, his first. And Kyrie Holt checking in the Falcons lineup as you take a look at Stubblefield, who is an excellent running back as well. This guy is good at everything he does. But headed to Omaha, the Mavericks. They don't go by UNO anymore, but just for reference point, that's where he's headed. That program struggling this year, but Grant saying it's on the upsurge with the former Oklahoma assistant running thing.
Yeah, they play in the Summit League along with Kansas City, so we'll see him a couple of times a season for the Kangaroos. We got a timeout for Heights. Great defense by the Huskies.
Yeah, Joe Auer saw something he didn't like as the offense looked like it was stagnating, and he takes the early timeout.
Well, you just see a lot of standing around from Wichita Heights, and it's not characteristic of those guys not getting into their sets early. And it's a great job by Northwest. You see 1 foot in the lane by all of their defenders. It's what you teach for help side defensive purposes. And just a great job. And Wichita Heights, like you said, looks stagnant offensively, had to take the timeout.
They've won 4 straight coming in and already beat this team last year on this floor, 61-54. Grant Stubblefield had 16 in that game. TJ Williams had 11 and 5. Heights Falcons looking for a repeat. Down early, 7-2, and this is Williams.
A lot of contact, no call.
The whistle doesn't blow, and here comes Northwest back the other way. Grant Stubblefield attacking, and had it blocked by Wilkins.
Defense.
Oh, the long arm of the sophomore with a big-time block.
That was a great job getting back defensively. Stubblefield was going downhill. That time just able to get a piece of it and then keep it in bounds.
Here's Ziegler working on Fritz. Little stop-and-go action, and he lays it up off the right side. Marcus Ziegler.
Ziegler, good job. Thought he got away with an offensive foul on that one. Definitely pushed off.
Inside to Mattioni on the reverse layup.
Oh, almost got it to go.
And the 6'8" junior just finds the rim unkind as it dances off. Get it back to Wichita Heights. Now they're going to go with their sophomore driving. That's Wilkins the miss. Outlet too long for Landon Brown. He can't run it down. That'll be a Husky turnover.
Well, you see Northwest, they're trying to push the tempo. We usually see that from Wichita Heights, but Northwest says, hey, we can run with these guys. Take a look at Grant Stubblefield right there for the Huskies. They want to get up and down the floor as well, trying to give Heights a taste of their own medicine.
Williams will handle the ball. He's a junior. Michael mentioned he's left-handed, a D1 prospect.
Look at that.
Here's Ziegler open for 3 out of the corner. And a nice offensive rebound by Chase Robinson. Gets it swatted inside. There was 2 Huskies there, Hoffman and Mattioni. And a quick outlet. Now the Fritz! Oh. And he tried to dunk it and got rejected by TJ Williams.
Oh, my God. Is this a championship game or what?
Quick pass inside. Here's Williams hanging and drawing the foul. Mattioni will hear the whistle. Shots for TJ Williams. Fritz is talking to Phil Lombardi, the official. He thought he was fouled. He definitely can dunk, and he went up to dunk it. They said a clean block.
He went up with all disrespectful intent. Here's the first block right here. Looks like that was number 23 who got that for Blue Valley Northwest. Mattioni, but watch Fritz take off, but ooh, goodness. Hey, that was just high-level athleticism right there. Great job by Timothy Williams at the line, going up to get that block.
81% foul shooter, averaging 17 points per game, and goes 0 for on that trip. Halfway through the first quarter, go back a year ago, it was a 21-2 start by Heights, and they never really looked back. The Huskies did get back in it in the third and fourth quarter, but never really could get in front. Mattioni gets rejected, goes a second time, and short arms it. And Heights will have it back, and we've got an official's timeout. As TJ Williams is shaken up.
I think he may have some blood on his hand right there. They're going to get him out the game.
Well, they had a player injured early in the tournament. Jordan Oken injured an ankle.
Take a look at the block down low. Mattioni does a great job of getting to his position, but watch Williams come over for the help side, able to get this block Little up and under, but he caps it right there. It's Mattione.
Ziegler handing off inside to Bowen. Good ball movement. Here's the young player Robinson with a runner. Nope. Chase Robinson, a 6'4" sophomore, is considered one of their most improved players. Also DJ Dingle out there. Coach Auer substituting freely here in the 6A state championship game. Lob it over the top. Mattione with the reverse.
That's a nice high-low that time by Brown to Mattione, and uses the reverse layup. I got a text before the game from Jamie Smith. My girl said, you got to watch number 23. He can ball, and that time doing a good job. The block didn't deter him, going straight back for the layup.
Yeah, he's had a great season, averaging a double-double. 17 and 11 is Joseph Mattione, 6'8" junior forward for the Huskies. And now the steal by Stubblefield. He leads the team in steals, and he'll lay it up and in.
Nice job, nice body control for the finish. Stubblefield, you know what he can do offensively, but also, like you said, leading the team in steals. That time a steal and a bucket. Take a look at it right here. Playing the passing lane, goes underneath the screen, kind of fakes out the passer and allows him to fly by. A nice finish with the left. I think they remember last year, Kevin. I think they remember that 21-2 start at Wichita Heights. Ran out on him too, making sure that doesn't happen here tonight in this first quarter.
Playing some pretty good defense early on. Now Fritz gets the steal. And a foul on Ziegler as he prevents an easy 2 points. As Jacob Fritz got the steal and drew the foul. Non-shooting foul, ball on the side now to Blue Valley Northwest. Fritz just loves playing the game.
And he's an athlete. He's a couple athletes on this Husky team. They match up very well with Wichita Heights from an athletic standpoint. And coming out right now early with 11-4 lead with 1:22 remaining in the first quarter.
Aiden Beheimer headed to Air Force to play college football on the front line now for Blue Valley Northwest. Now they put their 2 frontline guys up front. Here's Mattione, drive and kick. Fritz for 3, in and out. And Bowen with the rebound for Heights.
That's a good look that time from Fritz on the corner, just in and out.
Here's TJ Williams, scooping, can't hit, and Hoffman there to claim the rebound for Northwest. Long outlet ahead to Mattione, back to Fritz, and he is fouled underneath. And Holt and Robinson in the area. Who will they give the foul to?
Here's Jalen Williams with the miss. But watch Stubblefield keep his eyes up, kicks it ahead. And what a dump-off pass that time by Mattione.
It was Holt with his first foul. As Jacob Fritz, 75% foul shooter. Mentioned his brother at UCM, Ben. And checking in is Jackson Klein, 6'5" junior. See if they switch to their zone defense that they've been playing throughout the state tournament. Usually put Klein with those long arms right in the middle at the top, but no, it looks like man-to-man still for Northwest. Out to a 9-point lead at 13-4 as we're under a minute to play in your first quarter. Here's Williams, pull up from the elbow. Strong. And Robinson, an offensive rebound. And as everybody's trying to get a jump ball, they called a foul on Blue Valley Northwest.
And Williams just kind of strong on the shot, getting to his spot on the floor. Look at Robinson right there, rebounding amongst the trees, able to come away with that, and I think that'll go on Fritz.
Yeah, Fritz is first, and he'll check out of the lineup as Robinson plays from the baseline. Final few ticks of the first quarter. 6A Boys State Championship for 2023. As Wichita Heights looking for the repeat.
They're going to try to hold for the last shot. Let's see.
They'll drive with Ziegler, and he scores easily off the left side. Still plenty of time now for the Huskies. As Here's Grant Stubblefield eyeing things at the head of the key. Shoots a long three off the mark. Beheimer puts it up, but it's late. The basket will not count. And that's the end of the first quarter in the 6A state championship. But the 3 seed looking good here in Wichita. They lead it 13-6 at the end of one on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. The Game of the Week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. They're proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Inside look at the Northwest huddle, and Michael, a good start was imperative today. You're playing in Wichita against a Wichita school that drubbed you the first time in the first quarter, and these guys came out and played, and they lead it 13-6 at the end of one.
Yeah, they came out focused, and you could tell from the onset that they wanted to push the tempo, and they've done just that so far.
So out of the huddle, it'll be Stubblefield, Fritz, Hoffman, Brown, and Mattioni as we send it in to Dion.
Well, guys, this is night and day from last year at this time when Blue Valley Northwest got down big. But I really like the way they're getting in the passing lanes and really making Wichita Heights just battle for everything they've got.
Stubblefield from the baseline connects.
Yeah, nice job by him coming out attacking early.
Alford, the three, spinning out. Offensive rebound and put back. And that is the sophomore Wilkins, can't hit. Line up on the floor for the Heights Falcons. They've got Ziegler, Alford, Wilkins, Bowen, and T.J. Williams. And it's Wilkins drawing the foul. And will shoot free throws. He's a 47% foul shooter. So he has struggled shooting free throws. He leads the team in block shots. I think we've already seen one of those already in this ball game. But played good in the semifinals, had 10 points and 6 rebounds. So right at his season averages. 1 out of 2 for Malachi Wilkins, 6'7" sophomore.
Well, as Blue Valley Northwest is playing, Wichita Heights is still only down 8 right now, and they haven't played their best basketball yet. See if the Huskies keep their foot on the gas.
Beheimer throws it away. The steal by T.J. Williams. Now he'll slow the pace, and his teammates get into the offense, and now he's bumped and fouled. Hoffman with the Blue Valley Northwest foul. Shows good sportsmanship, helping him up after he knocked him down.
You see how strong Hoffman is. I mean, this kid is just chiseled, put together out there.
Yeah, but he told me, he said, as soon as basketball season's over, he said, I'm going to add 20 pounds of good muscle. Because he's going to become a tight end next year. And he said, I'm going from wide receiver to tight end. And I said, well, that 20-pound add is a lot easier than that minus 20. As here's Ziegler with the fade and fire.
Yeah, I don't have the 20 pounds of good muscle. I got the 20 pounds of no muscle, so.
Well, he's pretty muscular as it is. Gavin Hoffman, very good wide receiver for Coach Ryder and the Huskies football team. And he's going to transform his body into a tight end. He said, that's where my future is. Here's Fritz, the crossover, drive, off glass, spinning off, rebounded by Alford for Heights. I think they're going to let T.J. Williams handle the point. Feeds it inside to the sophomore. Now here's Bowen with a step on the defense. And the ball's ripped away. Beheimer with that strength.
Yeah, a little extra passing interior. Probably didn't need it for Wichita Heights and turns it over. Here's Stubblefield for 3. Off the glass. Off the glass. The bank is open late for Grant Stubblefield. And it puts the lead to 11 for the Huskies.
And he's the game's leading scorer now with 9, averaging 18 per game. And here's Bowen attacking high off the glass. Brown the rebound in the hands of Stubblefield. And he'll take it to the rim. Can't hit the runner. The Falcons run the other way. Here's Jordan Alford driving, and Hoffman, his second foul, and will shoot free throws.
We'll take a look at that last shot by Grant Stubblefield. Comes down, the defender is backing up. A nice challenge, but able to kiss it off the glass. Hey, when it's your night, and what better time to have your night than at the state championship game.
Here's Jordan Alford, 45% foul shooter, hits his first. Coach Auer called him a fearless shooter of the basketball. He's an athletic guard, averaging 7 points and 2 rebounds. And we got a lane violation. And it's on Blue Valley Northwest. Fritz is shaking his head. It might be on him, but nonetheless, Alford, who missed, will get another free throw attempt. Now DJ Dingle will check in, and Bowen will sub out for Wichita Heights. And it costs a point for Blue Valley Northwest.
I'm really surprised how Blue Valley Northwest has controlled the tempo of this game. They have been the aggressors, pushing the ball in transition and getting easy looks at the basket. And offensively in the half court, doing a great job of winning this set. Good turnover by Fritz.
Yeah, nice steal by Ziegler. His dad played at Kansas State after playing at a JUCO. This is Marcus Ziegler Jr. That is a senior. Williams off the leg of a Husky. It'll stay with Wichita Heights. Won 7 state titles as a school. This is their 12th appearance in the state championship game. Is now Dingle out. Kyrie Holt back in. Well, we've seen man-to-man defense throughout. Talking to the Wichita Heights coaches, they were expecting maybe that 3-2 zone that the Huskies like to play, and then the push by Brown, and a foul reported on him as Wilkins. It's a shooting foul, non-shooting foul, ball at the baseline for the Falcons. And here's sophomore Wilkins, rejected by Brown, and it should be a held ball, arrow to Wichita Heights.
Man, great job. You see the physicality of Blue Valley Northwest. They are ultra physical right now with Wichita Heights. Like we said, just imposing their will so far in this first half.
Ziegler working against Fritz. Super sophomore Robinson can't get freed up for a 3.
Man, he's wide open underneath. No one sees him.
Now Robinson with the catch. And it's blocked there by Fritz, who's a high riser. They call goaltending. I told you the guy was dunking all over Wichita.
Hey, that boy is flying out here, though. Take a look at it right here on the weak side help. He comes over, I mean, just reckless. Look how high he is. Oh, man, he should have played in the remix of White Men Can't Jump.
Yeah.
He got some hops out there.
I think he is deceptive. I don't think a lot of people saw this guy
No, not at all.
Down. But he can. He had a dunk in the state semifinals. I said, Jacob, you got to get that on tape, on TV. Can't hit the 3. He said, yeah, I'd like to get that one back, as he broke free and got a dunk. Pull up 3 by Williams, way off the mark, and find the rebound.
He's just not shooting well right now. Not playing with his confident, normal self.
Stubblefield the drive, and a player control charge on Grant Stubblefield.
Man, that's a boom, boom. That could have went either way that time. It'll go against Stubblefield. Take a quick look at it right here. Coming across, watch Wilkins. Ooh, he's sliding. Got that call to go against Grant Stubblefield.
That's his first foul. Turnovers even at 4 apiece in this ball game. Here's Robinson, the sophomore, pounding his way inside. Got a block from behind, and a whistle is called on Blue Valley Northwest.
And Robinson is so strong, gets low to the ground. At times just kind of backs him down. Nice pump fake. Able to draw the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Whistle the foul on Klein, his first. As Robinson, a 44% foul shooter. As a team, they only shoot, talking about Heights, 59%, so they're not a good foul shooting team. Thus far, just 3 for 8 in the ball game. So they've cost themselves some points, and they trail by 7 as Northwest sets up their offense. Now the steal.
Nice steal.
Wilkins against Beheimer, and let's see if it's an intentional foul. No signal, as
and he's hurt.
The young man Wilkins is grabbing at his arm as Beheimer kind of grabbed him as he went up for the shot.
Take a look at it right here.
Fans are grumbling as he got in the passing lane.
That's a good steal. And you knew there's going to be some contact, but just trying to keep him from getting the shot up. I don't think it was anything egregious. But Wilkins came down hard. I mean, that's just a lot of contact. You don't want him to be able to get the shot up, and came down hard on his arm. And hopefully he's all right. But I feel like he's going right to the side. I don't know if it's his arm or if it's his shoulder.
Like his right arm that he left arm maybe that he put down to brace the fall.
Yeah.
Maybe dislocated his shoulder. All right.
Let's hope not.
Because you saw the contact was on the right arm, and he's going right to the locker room to get checked out. So now I have to get somebody to, I believe let's see what the story is here. An intentional foul has been called.
Okay, so it is.
Yeah, it is intentional on Beheimer, and that's got the ire of Coach Eim. Yes, I never really saw an official signal. It's on our stat monitor here as intentional foul, and free throws now awarded to Jordan Alford. It's 2 shots and the basketball.
Yeah, that definitely was an intentional foul, but didn't know if it would be called. Let's see if this changes the momentum of the game. Is Wichita Heights able to cut the lead to 5, and they'll get the ball back. Take another look at it. It's definitely a lot of contacts. Good job with the steal. Has a clear path. And you see, I think he was originally just trying not to allow him to get the ball up, and the kind of way he fell. Let's see if Heights is able to make a run.
Well, Heights is on a 6-0 run right now, as they're getting right back in this ball game. And like you said, this could be a pivotal moment for this team, how they respond after their teammate goes down with the injury. Had injuries earlier. Ziegler got his head cut open, had to glue it back together, and Ocon with that ankle injury, and now Wilkins with the shoulder injury. So this is nothing new for them. And there's Tyree Holt, mid-range jumper.
Big shot by Holt, stepping in. No one paid attention to him. He's able to knock that one down, and just like that, after being up 11, Heights is back to within 3.
8-0 run by the defending state champs. Under 3 to play before Hy-Vee at the half. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout for Coach Eim and Blue Valley Northwest.
Yeah, timeout on the floor, and a good timeout by Northwest. As Wichita Heights, after that intentional foul, has kind of made a run right here. Nice kick. No one picks him up. Oh, comes in, knocks down a nice mid-range jump shot.
And back in the huddle, good news is Malachi Wilkins, as the fans applauded as he came back out of the tunnel, and he is looking to check back into the ball game. He's had a good ball game thus far. To 15, and now see Jordan Oken back in the Wichita Heights lineup after an ankle injury in the first round in the state quarterfinals. That's the director of basketball operations here at Wichita State. So this is like a home game for him. He knows this arena and this floor oh so well. Out of the timeout, Northwest. Let's see what they got. Klein, now Beheimer. Landon Brown driving the right side and drawing the two-shot foul. And his arm hit. And free throws now for Landon Brown.
That's a good job. Out of the timeout, running their offense, getting something going to the bucket, and that time Brown able to pick up the foul. That was a great timeout by the Huskies.
Landon at 11-5 in the semifinals. In major schools. UMKC and UNO just off the top of the head. He's passing by me. And 58% foul shooter goes 1 out of 2. So lead at 4, and now we're seeing that zone defense that I was telling you about, that 3-2 with Klein and those long arms right in the middle of the floor. And this is what Joe Auer was expecting, but instead we saw the Huskies come out and play man-to-man for most of the first half.
Well, you see, trying to change up the tempo, the flow of the game, as Wichita Heights hasn't done a great job of shooting from the outside. But the middle's wide open, so you got to find that and make them pay.
They were trying to get a trap once the ball went to the side. Corner pass to Robinson, inside Wilkins. Back after his injury. Robinson down the baseline, cut off. Now a skip pass to Holt for a long 3. And Wilkins out of the trainer's room with a rebound. And Robinson's runner not there, and Wilkins another rebound, and now they say he pushed off for that rebound. Foul on Wilkins.
And looks like he's okay.
That'll be 2 fouls on Wilkins. Ziegler has 2 fouls as well. So nothing earth-shattering yet, but those are 2 key guys. A couple of fouls on their ledger as under 2 minutes to play before Hy-Vee at the half. 8-0 run has got Wichita Heights back in this ball game. And now Huskies come up empty on that possession as they'll turn the ball over.
And that zone has kind of slowed the tempo down. I think that's what he was waiting on to do, to see how they would respond if they were able to hit some shots from the outside.
I think that the Falcons are going to hold for the final shot and make this a 2-point game, or maybe even less with a 3.
Yeah, they're in no rush to get anything. They're trying to figure out the zone. I know that'll be something to talk about at halftime. There you go. There's a steal up top.
A turnover, and Stubblefield can't hit the runner. And the ball outletted back to Stubblefield, and he'll recycle the offense into a 3.
Nice.
And he buries.
Nice. Great job by Stubblefield knocking that one down. That zone worked to perfection.
Game's leading scorer now with 12, Grant Stubblefield, headed to Omaha to play for the Mavericks. Big bucket after a dry spell for the Huskies. Now here's TJ Williams at the buzzer. His 3 off the iron, no good. Well, the second quarter good for Heights. They got back in it with that 8-0 run, but a late 3, a big one by senior point guard Grant Stubblefield, and the Huskies lead it at halftime in the 6A state championship, 22-15. Hy-Vee at the half is coming up next. We're ready for the start of the third quarter, 6A state championship game, Wichita, Kansas, Koch Arena. As Blue Valley Northwest, first possession of the third quarter, they lead by 7, 22-15. Played inside, Mattione, and he'll draw the foul on Wilkins. 2 free throws for Joseph Mattione.
I mean, they went right inside, less than 5 seconds. 8 seconds, I'm sorry, right inside to Mattione. He gets fouled and will go to the line.
That's now a big foul because that's the third on Wilkins. And he's going to be subbed out by Chase Robinson. Mattione, the team's leading rebounder. And Mattione able to hit. He got 1 out of 2. And the lead expands to 8 now. Blue Valley and Northwest.
Well, standing a man-to-man now. Solid zones towards the end of the second quarter.
Here's Ziegler on a pull-up. Mattione the rebound.
I think Fritz got a piece of that one as well. Here comes Stubblefield. Had a great first half out there for the Huskies.
He was the game's top scorer with 12. Here's Fritz attacking.
That's Fritz right there. Strong to the bucket. Talking to him at halftime. So I got to go stronger to the basket. That time he did just that.
Said he was going to add a scream to his dunks. As there's T.J. Williams. And a quick timeout by Wichita Heights. So this guy heats up. You could be in trouble as we send it down to Dion.
Well, guys, I talked with Coach Heim in the break, and we talked about the physicality of the game. He said that's what they were looking to do. They needed to be more physical than they were this time last year. They upped their schedule. They went out and found tougher opponents, and he felt like his kids came out ready to play in this game.
Well, they had a good first half. As we take a look at the Hy-Vee first half numbers, the Heights not shooting the ball well, Michael.
Neither team shooting particularly well, but you see a great job by Blue Valley Northwest. 3 of 6 from the field, 3-point stripe, and that's the difference in the ball game right there. Both teams turning over 5 times apiece, but you see Northwest is capitalizing off those turnovers.
The big story might be that a guy averaging 17 per game just got his first bucket of the game, T.J. Williams.
Oh yeah, he can score in bunches, and seeing one go in, see if it opens it up for Wichita Heights. They've been playing kind of tight in this game. See if they're able to pick it up in this third quarter.
Out of the Heights timeout. Go inside to Mattione. Now to Fritz, handing off to Grant Stubblefield, the game's leading scorer. Skip pass. And now it goes to Mattione, who lost the handle. Ball on the deck. And in the tie-up, the arrow will go to the defending state champs, Wichita Heights.
Well, great hustle. Watch the hands, the quick hands down low. And good job of getting to that loose ball.
And Williams loses his defender. Fritz got a piece of the shot.
Fritz.
Now here's Fritz back the other way. Woo! And he'll lay it up and in. Jacob Fritz having a ball game, has 9, right at his average. Now Stubblefield with the steal. Huskies have it back, leading by 10. Stubblefield attacking. Off glass, good.
Finish.
Big lead of the game at 12 now for the EKL champions from Kansas City.
The Euro step is in effect, and Wichita Heights needs another timeout as Blue Valley Northwest pushes up the floor. Nice defense to offense for Fritz. Take a look at it right here, the last couple of buckets from Blue Valley Northwest. My man Fritz coming through with the block, and it's off to the races. Watch this. Excuse me. Go get this bucket. And then the next time down the floor, Grant Stubblefield going full court. Nobody picks him up, and he's playing downhill. Watch this step through the Euro, but that left-hand finish with the kiss off the glass. They got one thing on their mind. That's a state title.
Last one coming in 2019. That was with a different coach, Ed Fritz, who's now at North Kansas City. And trying to get one with their head coach with the long hair, the beard, and the loud blazer, Aaron Ime. Good crowd in attendance, making the 3-hour trip from Kansas City. Of course, this is a home game for Wichita Heights. They got a lot of fans here. But this is the big lead of the ball game now for Blue Valley Northwest. They led it 18-7 by 11 in the second quarter, but now it's at 12. let's see what the Falcons can do out of a timeout. T.J. Williams, their star player, only 2 points. Ziegler lost the handle, but got bailed out. It went off the hands of Mattione.
Stay with Wichita Heights, but great job by Blue Valley Northwest defensively. Everyone has an eye on the basketball. You always see coaches talk about see man, see ball, and they're doing a great job of doing that.
Bowen checking out of the lineup. Wilkins with those 3 fouls back in. He's had a good ball game. Now here's T.J. Williams, bumped and fouled by Hoffman. That'll be his 3rd.
Yeah, and Hoffman is such a physical defender, and I think that's really what has helped tonight, as he's been having the primary role of stopping Williams. That time able to draw the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
T.J. Williams, 81% foul shooter, left-hander. He's having a tough night. Now 0 for 3 foul shooting. Came in averaging 17 points and 7 rebounds. Led the team in assists at 4. But he can heat up in a heartbeat. His shot is off tonight. Brown down the baseline, tied up, and the arrow will keep it with Northwest. Good baseline defense there by the Falcons, denying.
That's a good job of playing defense without fouling.
Yeah, that's T.J. Williams with the defense. Here's Fritz underneath now. Brown, little hook shot. Tip try by Mattione, no. And it's last touch by Mattione. Ball over to Wichita Heights.
Now I think Wichita Heights is going to have to push the tempo right now, as they're down by 12 points. Got to get more shot opportunities. Going to have a chance to come back in this one.
That means more from Marcus Ziegler. And also Wilkins, as they are behind T.J. Williams as far as scoring. But, I mean, Ziegler's getting 13, 10 for Wilkins. So these guys are going to have to step up with T.J. having a tough night. Wilkins out to Ziegler. T.J. going to check in on the next dead ball. Ziegler rejected by Fritz.
My goodness.
The high riser Fritz with a nice block in here. Stubblefield playing it inside, and it's rejected by Robinson, and the whistle blows. Robinson can't believe it.
I can't believe it either. I'm with him on that one. That looked like a clean block.
Will shoot free throws after the Robinson foul.
But we know which one was clean, and that was the last block by Fritz. Take a look at it right here. I mean, you know how hard it is to block a shot on the guy you're playing defense against? I mean, his athleticism is through the roof, Kevin. And then down the last time down the floor, nice look by Stubblefield initially. I thought Robinson got all ball on that one, but official calls it, and Brown is at the line. He missed the first one.
And he missed a pair. He's only a 59% foul shooter. Another possession on the offensive rebound. Stubblefield. And a rebounding foul on Blue Valley Northwest. And it's going to be on Jackson Klein. 2 on Jackson. Ball back to Heights, down by 12 halfway through the 3rd quarter. We saw an 8-0 run in the 2nd quarter by the defending state champs. Let's see if they got another one here, as Ziegler again denied at the rim. Heights, too much.
Yes.
Here's Stubblefield.
That was Mattione that time with the block.
Stubblefield with an alley, takes advantage of the defense.
I mean, they're just getting what they want on the offensive end. Continue to play downhill.
He's the game-high scorer with 16. Here's T.J. Williams floating up a shot, and the left-hander's starting to heat up a little bit.
He's going to have to heat up quicker than this if they're going to have a chance to come back. This lead right now out to 12. Can't trade buckets with these guys.
Team came in averaging 61. Only has the teens right now. Is Mattione from the baseline.
And that's all Wilkins. Wilkins could do is put his hands up. He has 3 fouls, cannot afford to pick up his 4th.
And inside again, the defense denying Wilkins. And Grant Stubblefield, the acrobatics, and rolls it off the glass.
I mean, this kid knows how to finish. Right hand, left hand, it does not matter.
Robinson spinning on Brown and shooting over him and scoring. Chase Robinson.
And Chase Robinson, the sophomore that time, getting a bucket over Brown, but Northwest right now able to get what they want offensively whenever they want to.
This is Klein across the paint, scoops and scores.
That's an old man move right there. Nice job with the left-handed hook.
Old school maneuver there by Jackson Klein as Robinson inside again, gets rejected. It's a block party for the purple and black. Now Marioni following the Stubblefield miss.
Let's go!
Fans and Michael Watson going crazy.
Let's go, baby!
Here at Koch Arena. And we got a foul.
Uh-oh. Let's take a look at it right here. Stubblefield pushing it, gets it up off the glass, and here comes number 23, Marioni. You know what? I got this! Poster! And he looks at him. Let's go, young fella. Uh-oh. This one might be getting out of hand, Kevin.
Well, they're still the defending state champs. You got to give them their props. They still got a lot of time left. Williams, corner pass to Holt. Kyrie, jump stop in the paint. Hand off to Williams. And he is fouled by Brown, who will shoot 2. And he's had a tough night foul shooting, as Williams is 0 for 4 foul shooting. 2 fouls now on Brown. First make from the foul stripe for TJ. Blue Valley Northwest 20-4, but of those 4 losses, none of those losses came to Kansas teams. Aaron Heim's policy is to play the best. If we got to go to Oklahoma, if we have to go to Nebraska or Iowa, we'll do it. And that's where they suffered their losses. No team in Kansas has beaten this squad. As they bring it across, 16-point lead, late stages, 3rd quarter, 6A state title game for 2023, the rematch between Northwest and Wichita Heights. Kevin White, Deion Clisso, Michael Watson bringing the action here on Spectrum Sports. And here's Mattioni working the baseline. And he got half hook, second try again, Mattioni. Now Brown gets an offensive rebound. Another possession for the Huskies as Stubblefield getting tied up, and the arrow goes to Wichita Heights.
And Wichita Heights has just kind of looked out of sync all night long, Kevin. Watched them play last night against Derby, and they were kind of a well-oiled machine, but got to give credit to Blue Valley Northwest. They've come out tonight and they've just kind of put it on them from the opening tip. And I love the physicality defensively by Blue Valley Northwest against Wichita Heights so far.
They definitely haven't backed down from the state champions. And now we've got a whistle and a foul on Jackson Klein. Klein. Now that's 4 on Jackson Klein. Let's see if they want to sub him out. I think they're going to go smaller, as now Garlington, Trevor Garlington, a 5'11 guard, jumps off the bench. As here's Ziegler with a floater on the baseline. Marcus Ziegler.
Well, good job by Ziegler going baseline. You see, he learned from the last few times. That one shot the floater. Blue Valley Northwest has had a time blocking shots.
Stubblefield, one-on-one with Ziegler. Great ball handling skills. Young man headed to Omaha. play for the Omaha Mavericks, formerly UNO. Excellent football running back. Just a good all-around athlete. Good guy, too. Great to talk to him. His parents in school administration in Kansas City, Kansas. His mom is. His dad in the Shawnee Mission District. Offensive foul now called on Stubblefield.
That was a good call. Whenever you extend your arm, the officials can call it. Don't do it often, but at time, it gets Stubblefield for the offensive foul. Take a look at it right here. See that right arm, and it extends for the step back, and got caught for it. Call that the chicken wing. You got to keep that elbow in. Can't extend it fully. 4.2 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Let's see if Heights is able to get something going towards the basket.
2 fouls now on Grant as they throw it in. Here's TJ Williams going to try to beat the buzzer. Baseline shot, no good. And Brown fouls him. And he holds his head in frustration. He said, my fault. You can read his lips. And they'll give 2 free throws now to TJ Williams with .2 on the clock. Well, after missing his first 4 foul shots, he's hit 3 in a row. 7 points in the game for a guy averaging 17. Division I prospect, 6'5" junior TJ Williams. 4 straight after missing his first 4. And that's the end of the third quarter. But high-flying Blue Valley Northwest takes a lead into the fourth quarter of the 6A state championship game. Get some highlights to you, brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores.
Yeah, Grant Stubblefield leading the way so far tonight for Blue Valley Northwest. His 2 of his 18 so far. Great job controlling the tempo from the point guard position. And on the other side, Wichita Heights not playing the game that they want, but look at that block against Fritz as TJ Williams. And it's kind of happenstance. He got the payback against Mattione, and Mattione got the payback against him for that block shot early in the first half. Wichita Heights trying to stay close. Fourth quarter right now, down 12. And we're back to live action on the floor. Grant Stubblefield operating out top to Mattione. Looking for a high-low. Here's Brown on the inside. He's capped up top. My goodness.
Wilkins with the rejection. Falcons fly the other way. Corner 3 was out of bounds before he released it. Jordan Alford stepped on the end line, and that is an early turnover by the Falcons.
Take a look. Was he out of bounds?
Okay, right there. He's on the sideline, not the end line.
Good job. Good call by the officials.
That was Tony Evans working the game with John Randall, who was named the referee of the year, and also Kansas City Phil Lombardi. And with the whistles here at the 6A state championship game. Hoffman hits the deck and loses the ball out of bounds. Turnover, Blue Valley Northwest. Ziegler, Williams, Bowen, Holt, and the sophomore Wilkins on the floor. Defending state champs, #1 seed, the home team in white, but down by double figures as we play in the fourth quarter. And a drive and a blocking foul on Hoffman.
That's his 5th.
Let's see here.
I think.
4th.
4th foul. Okay.
So they've got some foul jeopardy with Klein and Hoffman, who, oddly enough, rocking the same hairdo. 4 for Hoffman, 4 for Klein. The foul jeopardy now for the EKL champions as TJ Williams to shoot a 1-and-1. That's the 8th team foul on the Huskies. Mentioned it's been an up-and-down night for him. 4 for 8 foul shooting, and now has hit 5 in a row. And he's got double figures at 10. Averaging 17, the lead down to 10. State champions won't go quietly in their hometown. I guarantee you that.
Only down 10, still a lot of time left. Now you want to try to get it underneath 5 with underneath 4 in the fourth quarter. So you're kind of playing the numbers game, but you got to get stops defensively.
Brown down the baseline, and they'll call a charge on Brown. Wilkins takes the charge.
That was great defense by Wilkins. I mean, he sold it too. Watch the switch, but watch the push off right here from Brown as he tries to go. Watch this. As soon as you get that chicken wing and you sell it to the officials, that was a big, because that could have been on Wilkins, which would have been his 4th.
Now, the door is open now for the defending state champs. They'll go to their money player, T.J. Williams, heating up. He's got 12. Single digits now, the lead for Blue Valley Northwest.
Well, now the tide has changed. Can Blue Valley Northwest respond?
Stubblefield inside, rejected, and the whistle blows, and we've got a foul.
Oh, an offensive foul.
They call a foul on Stubblefield. Thought he had drawn a foul. Instead, the baseline official is calling the offensive player for the foul.
Well, take a look at the last possession. Williams, he's just going right at the chest, takes the contact and finish with the flex. But then the offensive foul goes against, oh, he was set down low. Wow, that was a great call. We could not see him with all of what was going on. He was set as Stubblefield went in for the layup and gets called for the charge, man.
And we've got a timeout taken by Blue Valley Northwest as the noise level heating up, the intensity heating up here in the 6A boys state championship game as the lead's been as high as 18 for Blue Valley Northwest. It's down now to 8. That was the 3rd foul, by the way, on Grant Stubblefield as we check in with Dion.
Well, guys, if you're looking for somebody to tell you how the game's going, all you have to do is check out Blue Valley Northwest AD Debbie Catsby in the corner. She is all over the place. She is into this. She's a long-time volleyball coach, and then she was the AD at Lee Semel West. She is one of the most competitive coaches I've ever met, and she still is in the game here trying to get this team going and get them to the finish line.
Yeah, she is a veteran, and she loves her Huskies. Good to see Debbie's smiling face here in Wichita as she tries to take her team to a state championship in 2023. Aaron Heim has been in the ear of the official, John Randall, for quite a bit. He might have just called that timeout just to talk to the officials.
Oh, yeah, he's heated. He sees how the momentum is switched. If they're able to score right here, I mean, this is a whole different ball game, Kevin.
They come up to trap. They get it over to Ziegler. Now Ziegler and Williams playing catch out front. Marcus into the paint. Corner to Alford for 3. You betcha.
We got a problem, Blue Valley Northwest. 5-point game.
Yep, we got a ball game now.
Man, you knew they wouldn't. You kept saying it, Kay, but they were not going to go quiet in the night, and they have it.
And skip it into the corner now. Hoffman. Hand it off. Nobody there. Turnover, Blue Valley Northwest. They say it was last touch, though, by Heights.
Wow, I didn't see anybody touch it. Look at this right here. Look at the run. Wichita Heights on a 13-point run in the last 3:39 to pull to within 5. And watch this penetration and kick. Nice job. Set. Knocking it down. Here's a steal.
T.J. Williams In the passing lane, T.J. Williams off glass. No, Mattioni the rebound. So the Huskies really looking for some points. Once again, a 13-0 run has brought the defending state champs right back in this game. Here's Fritz. Whirling, needs help. Now Banks a shot up and in. It's spun in like a cue ball.
That was a big shot by Fritz. Didn't have anywhere to go. Said, you know what, I can jump. I'm gonna just jump over the defender and get this bucket.
That ball spun around the iron violently before it went in, and
here's this zone you talked about, that 3-2.
And now we'll get a Wichita Heights timeout. And it'll be a full timeout for Joe Auer in his 28th year. Future Hall of Fame coach. Probably already in a few Hall of Fames as it is. As now he wants to talk to the officials.
Yeah, he was saying it wasn't tipped out of bounds. I didn't see it from my vantage point, but
I thought it was a straight turnover there by Blue Valley Northwest.
I did too, and I think the official may have assumed it was tipped because of how hard it went out of bounds, and that was allowing Fritz to get that bucket. That was a big opportunity. Could have been another turnover for Heights.
Well, we got another game coming up, the girls 6A state championship game to follow after this. We got a good one as we take a look at your Hy-Vee quarter-by-quarter scoring. And Heights coming out with a 13-0 run right back in this ball game. Getting back to the girls 6A state championship game, you've got Blue Valley North taking on the defending state champs of Washburn Rule. That should be a good one. That will follow this game around 6:20 here in Wichita.
Blue Valley. Uh-oh, Wilkins. Oh!
And he hits the left wing three. Wilkins.
He said, you're going to leave me open. I'm going to make you pay, and the lead is down to 4.
Fritz skipping it to Brown. Stubblefield driving the right alley. Can't hit the layup. Stick back try by Brown, no good. As again, doing a good job on the offensive glass is Blue Valley Northwest. It'll be Landon Brown to shoot 2.
Take a look at it right here. Wilkins knocking that one down from deep. And a big shot, but he just picked up his 4th foul, so he'll have to take a seat.
He's just getting talking to by his head coach. I don't know if he's
oh, no, he's not.
Here,
okay.
Yeah. Landon hits the first free throw. And the brother of Christian Brown, playing in the NBA, former Jayhawk. Landon looks to go to a mid-major as we're under 4 to play in your state championship game for 2023 in 6A. High post, T.J. Williams drawing defenders. Now back to Ziegler, rejected by Fritz. Back the other way. And he can't get the dunk down, but Brown follows it home.
Oh my goodness. I mean, how many on?
And now the 3 off the mark by Alford. Mattioni, a defensive rebound. The lead at 8 with the basketball for Blue Valley Northwest. 3 and some change left. Huskies haven't won the state championship since 2019. And we got a foul underneath coming up. And let's see if that's Wilkins. He might be done for the night.
And it is. Oh, is it Wilkins? No. He changed it. It was number 5. He changed it.
Not 21. That's on 5. So Wilkins stays in with his 4. Fans, now they do signal that Wilkins is done. So Wilkins has fouled out of the ball game. Now Joe Hours saying you said it was on number 5.
Oh, wow.
And Joe Hours protesting this. I thought it was on Wilkins. That was his 5th, but you said...
Take a look because the foul, here's the block. I mean, and he went for the dunk. I mean, that was amazing. But then on the other end, the foul, I thought it was on number 5. It was on number 5. Wow. Yeah, it should have been on number 5. Wow, that's why he's upset.
So Wilkins has fouled out with 6 points. And Grant Stubblefield.
He has every reason to be upset at that one.
Wilkins had a nice game.
That should have been against Ziegler, which would have kept Wilkins on the floor. And that's a big turnaround from lead from 4 up to 10 right now.
20-point game for Grant Stubblefield. He's had 28, 27, and now 20 here in the state tournament. You're looking for a most valuable player as Marcus Ziegler taking matters into his own hands. Just drives it in there and banks it home. And we'll get a full timeout for Wichita Heights as they're down by 8. And the 3:01 mark to play in regulation. And the game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. They're proud to support Kansas City High School athletics.
Let's take a look at that last call. And you see the push right there is against Ziegler, the hands in there and everything. But the foul is called against number 21, which turns out to be his 5th personal foul. And disqualifies him from the game. And Coach Hewer is not happy about that. He has every reason to be. And there Wichita Heights coming back down. Ziegler, nice job, kiss off the glass for the bucket to kind of stop the bleeding for Wichita Heights as Northwest was able to pull out to a 10-point advantage.
Yeah, Ziegler has 8 in the game. T.J. Williams is their leading scorer with 12. Young Wilkins is done for the game, fouling out. He had 6 points, but really played a good ball game tonight. Working against pressure is Stubblefield. Mattione at 6'8", heading out of Fritz. See if they want to run some clock with the lead. Fritz out front now to Stubblefield. Down low, Fritz, layup good. Nice look there by Stubblefield.
That was a great job that time by Fritz. Great pass by Stubblefield, but Fritz didn't even bring the ball down, just kept it up. Able to throw it off the glass.
Jay Fritz, 13-point game, Michael. And got 2 rebounds. He's got 3 blocks in the game. Looks like a Cub Scout out there, but he is a high flyer, and he's a very good player. And we got a foul underneath. He did say something interesting during one of the games as they were getting ready to hand him the ball in the inbounds. He said to the referee, "Isn't this a cool thing?" And the referee said, "What did you say to me?" He said, sheepishly back, he said, "Isn't this a cool thing?" And the ref said, "Yeah, this is a cool thing." I thought that was kind of a neat moment between him and the referee. The ref thought he was complaining about some call that happened in the prior quarter, and he was just saying, hey, this whole state thing, it's kind of a cool thing.
That's awesome. Just a great kid. We were chatting with him when he came over here in front of us. Take a look at Ziegler's night so far, 9 points and 1 board. But just showing up and showing out for Fritz tonight with those blocks. And they've been on the ball. They've been closing out to shooters and a couple of missed dunk attempts, but the fact that he's going for him is big time.
Fritz ahead now to Brown as looks like they're managing the clock here as they throw it inside, intercepted by T.J. Williams. Hold the phone. As here's T.J. with the bucket and the foul.
Man, he is a big-time player. You can just see it written all over him. He has it. Nice frame, kind of fluid with the handle, and able to hang, take the contact, and still finish. Still a lot of time. 2:13 remaining. He hits this free throw. They're down. Still down right now, 6.
Now he got several in a row. He has 5 steals in the game. He's the team-high score for Heights with 14 points. Now we see the clock running by Blue Valley Northwest. Trying to look for their first state championship in 4 years. Their first under their second-year head coach, Aaron Ime. And now they'll foul Fritz, but they've got fouls to give. That's only the 15th foul. Ball on the side now to Northwest. No 1-1. They're still 2 away as Fritz inbounds.
You got to get up on him right now. You can't allow him to milk the clock. Kind of playing 5 out right now. 4 out, 1 in, I should say.
And they'll foul Brown. That's going to go on Marcus Ziegler. They need 1 more foul. That's only 16 fouls. As the clock dwindling down, valuable time being lost by Heights. They need to get up and foul and get a 1-on-1. The fans are trying to get
you got a foul going for a steal right now. You can't just sit back.
Now who are they going to come after? You don't want to foul Grant Stubblefield as the ball knocked out cleanly. No foul though. But still more time has been taken off the clock. We're down to 1:20 and you're down by 2 possessions. Inbounded to the 6'8" junior, Mattioni. Now to Fritz as they spread the floor. And they'll foul Hoffman. Hoffman only a 53% foul shooter, so strategically that is a good play by Wichita Heights. The foul on Kyrie Holt. That's 2 fouls on Kyrie. Senior guard, as you take a look at the muscles and the shoulders of Gavin Hoffman. Going to get bigger, though, after football or after basketball. He's going to work on his body to become a tight end at 20 pounds of good muscle.
Knocks it down like he meant it.
Yep.
53%, who cares?
Now, this guy's a good shooter. He's the 3rd leading three-point shooter on the team. So he's got a pretty good stroke. And Mattioni, the offensive rebound. Back to Stubblefield, can't hit the layup, and the ball goes off Alford of Heights. And it'll be Blue Valley Northwest ball, just over a minute left for the state championship. Here's Fritz dribbling out front. What a game for him. 13, second leading scorer behind Grant Stubblefield, who has 20. He's the game high scorer and absolutely my vote for tournament MVP. And now we'll get a foul on Ziegler. And clock's under a minute now as they'll send Grant Stubblefield, and you can see that look on Marcus's face. It's frustration. And it's Grant Stubblefield at 77% to the stripe to shoot a 1-and-1. Congratulations to Rick Hetzel and Aquinas as they win the 5A girls state title. It's got to be 7 or 8 for Coach Hetzel there as he continues to dominate the 5A class. We've got Bishop Miege girls down in Salina playing for a championship. Some of the other area Kansas City teams. Alford for 3, no. Stubblefield on the breakout. And Grant will dribble away from the baseline and run more clock and is fouled. As now the Blue Valley Northwest faithful starting to feel it here in Koch Arena, known as the Roundhouse. And their fans starting to feel the effects of a 6A state championship. They won a football championship a couple years ago. Lost in the finals last year. Can't hit the front end of the 1-and-1. And back quickly the other way is Holt with the bucket. And now Fritz fouled in the backcourt. And the big smile for Fritz as he goes to the line, and this will be a 2-shot situation, double bonus time, 10th team foul, and what a game for Jacob Fritz. He's a 75% foul shooter. And once again, two-shot situation. Robinson in, Bowen out for Wichita Heights. One more free throw. Aaronheim has a state championship in Missouri with Raytown South. Now trying to win one on both sides of the state line in Kansas and Missouri, as Fritz has 14 points. Nice game for the young man, the junior. Good answer by Heights, and another quick foul. And more free throws at the other end for Blue Valley Northwest. The officials meeting. Let's see who got fouled here in the backcourt.
Well, I think they're discussing if he called a timeout or not. Well, if he called a foul before the timeout.
So the foul was committed before the timeout, and it'll be Fritz back to the line. Fritz, the second on his team in scoring, and now it looks like the bench is being cleared for Wichita Heights, and you see the tears flowing for some of the Falcon players as they come over to meet their head coach. But great season for them, 22-3. It's tough to defend a state championship with that target on your back all year long. Everybody's gunning for you, and these guys held up. I think had a great season. They got nothing to be ashamed of. Now the Northwest fans starting to celebrate their cheers. 16 points for Jacob Fritz as we wind it down. Three is up and good there by Marcus Pierce, and they'll hold the ball as we've got Blue Valley Northwest with the state championship. Redemption in the roundhouse for the Huskies. Final score 55-50.
Man, they came out from the gate ready to rock and roll, and this guy right here, Grant Stubblefield, doing it big for the Huskies.
Aaronheim has state championships in Missouri and now in Kansas. Debbie Catsby, another trophy in your trophy case there at Blue Valley Northwest. Congratulations to Blue Valley Northwest, the 2023 Kansas 6A state champions, as they'll finish the season at 21-4. The 3 seed takes home the big trophy here in Wichita as they beat the defending state champs in a low-scoring game, 55-50. And there is your tournament MVP, Grant Stubblefield. He went for 28 in the first game, 27 in the semifinals, 22 today. Good game for Jacob Fritz with 16. Leading scorer on the other side for Heights with 16. T.J. Williams. Let the celebration begin for the Huskies. Players in the crowd celebrating a 6A state championship. Hy-Vee postgame is coming up next. Medal ceremony going on the court here at Koch Arena as second place medals being handed out to the defending state champs. As we've got a new state champion in 2023. That's Blue Valley Northwest out of the Eastern Kansas League in Kansas City, as they lead throughout. Led it by 7 at halftime. Lead in the second half as high as 18 before Heights cut it down. But the Huskies were able to stave off their rally and get the victory, Michael, 55-50. Northwest shooting the ball pretty good, 45% from the field. Hit their free throws at 70%. And really, the main bulk of their points, 38 of their 55 came from two players, Stubblefield and Jacob Fritz. As Joe Auer will end the season with the second place trophy and finish at 22-3. And now it's time to hand out the hardware to the state champions, Blue Valley Northwest, coached by Aaron Ime.
Stubblefield. Number 1, Trey Ridley. Number 2, Trevor Garlington. Number 3, Gavin Hoffman. Number 4, Jackson Klein. Number 5, Jake Fritz. Number 12, Landon Braun. Number 13, William Rounder. Number 21, Aiden Beemeyer. Number 23, Joey Mattioni. Number 24, Dominic Mattioni. And number 30, Andre Bondar. And presenting the state championship trophy. Congratulations to Coach Aaron Ime and the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies.
Well, congratulations to Blue Valley Northwest. Let's check in with Dion now.
Here with Coach Aaron Ime, and you knew they'd make a run at you. You got a big lead there in the third quarter. You knew they were going to come back. How tough did your kids play down the stretch?
They played so tough, and we talked about, you asked me a question about last year, and it doesn't matter if you're up 20 or down 20. Crazy things happen in athletics. And when you're talking about two powerhouse programs, the pride, how well coached they are, the kind of kids that Heights has, I knew that it was going to be a battle. And I talked to our guys about, like, we're going to have to go take it. I mean, they're the champs. It's on their home court in their city. But what a storybook inning, too, for our guys. We beat Shawnee Mission Northwest, who we played last year in the first game, beat Blue Valley North, a rival, and then the champs. And by the way, I've been told first time in school history that Blue Valley Northwest has beaten Wichita Heights, currently 0-7. I'm so proud. Think about that. Think about that. You know who the guys have been coaching. That is crazy. And for these guys to do that, it's amazing.
For you personally, you won a state championship at Raytown South, a historic program on Missouri side. Then you come over to the Kansas side and you win a state championship at Blue Valley Northwest, a historic program over there. Is that even something you even think about as you start your coaching career?
No, I mean, following Bud Lathrop and Ed Fritz, I couldn't even begin to tell you the pressures and the expectations, but that's what I wanted to be a part of. That's what our kids want, high expectations of Blue Valley Northwest, and thank God for Facebook memories, because I get to relive that every March about those special kids from Ray South and now this special group of Blue Valley Northwest kids. Couldn't be happier to be here. And speaking of special guys, this is the guy that you need to be talking to.
We got Grant Stubblefield here. You've done it on the football field, now you've done it on the basketball court. How special is this group and how important were everybody on your team down the stretch tonight?
Those are my brothers for life, man. I mean, I've been with them since elementary school, and we've been talking about this since we were playing for the Husky Basketball Academy and watching the older teams do this here. We've worked so hard over these past 4 years. I mean, this is probably the most emotional moment I've felt in a long time. I mean, I'm just ecstatic. We've worked so hard every morning, every night, and it's just great to know that all that hard work paid off.
I know this is a different team from last year, but you guys got down big. You were part of that. How important was it to start and get going?
I mean, it sucked that it happened, but that was a major learning moment for us because we were locked in from the moment we walked into this arena before we even started warming up. We were locked in and we knew what our goal was. And we knew what we had to do to get there. So we knew we had to come out and jump on them from the get-go because we knew that they were going to be coming all 4 quarters, which they did. So hats off to them.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Aaron I made a good point. In championship games, Ed Fritz was 0 for 3 against Perry Ellis for state championships. Aaron Heim was 0 for 1. Now he's 1 for 2 as they get the first ever win over Wichita Heights and a state championship. Michael, your final thoughts?
Great game by Grant Stubblefield and the entire team for the Huskies. Came out from the beginning and dominated and earned the 6A class state championship.
Special thanks to all the folks from the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Thanks to our coaches, Aaron Heim and Joe Auer. Our producer's been Joe Novacek, Michael Watson, Dion Clisso, our entire crew. Kevin White saying so long from the 2023 6A Boys State Basketball Tournament. Congratulations, Blue Valley Northwest 6A State Champions in 2023.
Coach, they are the kind of